In the heart of Transylvania, where the Carpathian Mountains meet the plains, stands an imposing structure, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, the Bran Castle. Nestled in the serene landscapes of Romania, Bran Castle captivates the imagination with its dramatic architecture and the alluring aura that surrounds it. It's a place where tales of the supernatural intertwine with the threads of history, painting a picture that's both fascinating and eerie. Imagine a scene from a Gothic novel, a castle perched high on a rocky hill, its turrets and towers silhouetted against a backdrop of rolling clouds in the Carpathian Mountains. That's Bran Castle, a place that's as mysterious as it is beautiful. Bran Castle's location is no less captivating than the castle itself. It's strategically positioned on the border between Transylvania and Wallachia, two regions steeped in their own unique histories and folklore. This location has made the castle a pivotal point in the region's history, a silent witness to centuries of political maneuverings and battles. But there's more to Bran Castle than its strategic location and breathtaking views. It's a castle that's famously known as Dracula's Castle. Yes, you heard it right. This is the castle that's often associated with the infamous Count Dracula, the central character of Bram Stoker's classic novel. It's a connection that has given the castle an air of suspense and curiosity, making it a magnet for those with a taste for the supernatural and the mysterious. Yet, as intriguing as this connection is, it's also shrouded in myths and misconceptions. Is Bran Castle truly the home of the notorious vampire, or is it just a figment of our collective imagination? And what about the castle's actual history? What stories does it hold within its ancient walls? But what is the true story behind this castle? Let's unravel the threads of history. The origins of Bran Castle date back to the 14th century, a time of knights and kingdoms. The story of Bran Castle begins in the year 1382, when the first stones were laid, creating a fortress that would stand the test of time. The castle was initially constructed by the people of Brasov, a city in Transylvania, to protect against invasions. The strategic location of Bran Castle, perched high on a rocky cliff, offered a commanding view of the surrounding area, making it an ideal site for a defensive fortress. Throughout the 14th and 15th centuries, Bran Castle played a pivotal role as a bulwark against the Ottoman Empire. Positioned on the border of Transylvania and Wallachia, two historical regions of Romania, the castle was at the heart of many battles. It served not only as a military stronghold, but also as a customs post for the trade route that passed below its imposing walls. The castle's strategic position made it a coveted possession, changing hands numerous times throughout its early history. It was ruled by various Hungarian and Romanian lords, each leaving their mark on the fortress. They fortified the castle, added towers and walls, and even expanded its living quarters. Over the centuries, Bran Castle transformed from a stark military fortification into a stately residence. Yet the castle was not just a silent observer of the region's turbulent history. It was an active participant, shaping the fate of the lands it overlooked. It was a symbol of power and a beacon of defense, its towering silhouette a reminder of the relentless battles fought and the ongoing struggle for control. While the castle has undergone many changes and renovations over the centuries, it still retains much of its original structure. The stone walls that stand today echo the tales of knights and kings, sieges and battles, victories and defeats. They narrate a story of resilience and survival, of a castle that has withstood the ravages of time and human conflict. As centuries passed, the castle bore witness to countless battles and changing rulers, each leaving their mark on its stone walls. The name Dracula echoes through the halls of Bran Castle, a chilling reminder of its rumored inhabitant, Vlad the Impaler. This infamous figure, a 15th century ruler in Wallachia, is often considered the real-life inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. But how does Vlad the Impaler connect to Bran Castle, you may ask? Let's delve into this fascinating tale. Vlad III, known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Tepes, was renowned for his brutal rule and, as his name suggests, his favorite method of execution, impalement. His ruthless reign in Wallachia, a region in modern-day Romania, is documented in historical records. It's said that Vlad would impale his enemies on long, sharp stakes, a gruesome display meant to instill fear in those who dared to oppose him. His blood-soaked rule was indeed terrifying, and it's easy to see how these stories could morph into a vampiric legend over time. Now let's clarify something crucial. Despite popular belief, Vlad the Impaler never actually lived in Bran Castle. Yes, you heard that right. The man who inspired the world's most famous vampire never resided in what is often dubbed Dracula's castle. It's more likely that he passed through the area during his reign or was briefly imprisoned in the castle by rival Hungarian forces. Yet, despite this, the connection between Vlad and Bran Castle remains. The castle's imposing structure, perched high on a rock and surrounded by a veil of mist, certainly fits the bill of a vampire's lair. It's easy to imagine Vlad, with his dark legend, haunting the castle's many rooms and corridors. Furthermore, the tales of Vlad's cruel reign, full of blood and terror, have helped shape the Dracula myth. Bram Stoker, the author of Dracula, may have been inspired by these stories when creating his bloodthirsty Count. The novel, in turn, has forever linked Bran Castle to the Dracula legend, making it a popular tourist destination for those intrigued by the vampire mythos. Thus, the castle finds itself forever entwined with the Dracula legend, a chilling tale of blood and terror. Bran Castle's tale is not confined to the Middle Ages. Its more recent history is equally fascinating. As the 19th century gave way to the 20th, the castle's fate intertwined with that of the Romanian royal family. In the year 1920, the city of Brasov, who owned the castle at the time, gifted it to Queen Marie of Romania, the granddaughter of Britain's Queen Victoria and Tsar Alexander II of Russia. The queen fell in love with the castle's charm and set about transforming it into a summer residence befitting royalty. With its Gothic towers set against the Carpathian Mountains, it was an idyllic retreat, a far cry from its imposing medieval origins. But the tranquility was short-lived. The onset of World War II and the subsequent communist regime in Romania cast a shadow over the royal family's ownership of the castle. In 1948, the communist government seized the castle, along with all other royal properties. The royal family was exiled, and Bran Castle was abandoned to an uncertain future. However, the castle was not destined to lie dormant. In the years that followed, it was transformed into a museum dedicated to showcasing the history and culture of Romania. From medieval armor to Queen Marie's personal art collection, the castle's halls were filled with artifacts that told the story of Romania's rich past. And then, in the year 2006, over half a century after it was seized, the castle was returned to the descendants of the royal family. A new chapter in its history was written as the castle was opened to the public, allowing visitors from around the world to explore its storied halls. Today, the castle stands as a testament to the turbulent past of Romania, its walls whispering tales of royalty, revolution, and folklore. The legend of Dracula, born in the dark corners of Bran Castle, continues to capture the imagination of the world. This tale of the bloodthirsty Count, a product of Bram Stoker's fertile mind, has grown into a phenomenon that transcends the boundaries of time and place. Dracula's influence is visible across the spectrum of popular culture. From literature to film, from music to fashion, his chilling persona has been embraced and reimagined countless times. The vampire genre in particular owes its immense popularity to this Transylvanian nobleman. From Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles to Stephenie Meyer's Twilight Saga, the shadow of Dracula looms large, a testament to his enduring appeal. The silver screen has been equally seduced by the Count's dark charm. Starting with Nosferatu in the 1920s, Dracula has starred in over 200 films. Each portrayal, whether it be Bela Lugosi's suave Count or Gary Oldman's tortured soul, adds another layer to the Dracula mythos. Bran Castle, the so-called Dracula's castle, has also capitalized on the vampire's fame. It has morphed from a historical monument into a hub of Dracula-themed tourism. Visitors flock from all corners of the globe to wander its eerie corridors and imagine the Count in his coffin. The castle's annual Halloween party is a highlight of the year, with guests encouraged to don their spookiest attire for a night of frightful fun. But it's not just about the commercial aspect. The legend of Dracula has also sparked interest in Romanian history and culture. It has drawn attention to the country's rich folklore and its intriguing rulers, chief among them, Vlad the Impaler. So the legend of Dracula, it seems, is far from dead. It continues to grow, to evolve, to sink its fangs into new platforms and mediums. Whether truth or fiction, the legend of Dracula, forever linked with Bran Castle, continues to chill the spines of visitors from around the globe. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps our channel grow and continue to create new and interesting content. We encourage you to express your thoughts on the video in the comments and share our content with others.